2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 7 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Grant Haley in on the stop. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. Carr completes it. Oh, eluding the tackle.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Washington. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Eagles under 4th-year head coach Doug Peterson. They're led out by their quarterback out of Arizona State. It's Brock Osweiler.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They go play action with Osweiler. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
2-time All-Pro center Jason Kelsey is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all of their line calls.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59.
Get it.
Now it's Osweiler. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
60 out now.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Osweiler, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Osweiler. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
To throw is Osweiler. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Kamara has it stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Topper! Hey, Echo! Get it!
On 2nd and 15 now. Osweiler. And Walker has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Osweiler on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Telvin Smith, he was third in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. On second down, Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The catch made by Miller. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt LaCosse, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Osweiler now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, high 7.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Completes it to Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their pass. Game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Osweiler will throw again. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Osweiler. This is caught by Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, Running corner routes can be tough on him because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run. This is Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He locates Walker, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are... plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, now, let's go.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Brock Osweiler and the Texan offense getting set to go. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now.
Shoot. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, Zoo.
On 1st down, Osweiler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Now Osweiler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Osweiler. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Osweiler now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Osweiler. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Osweiler. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Give these traps. Let's go.
They go play action now. Osweiler to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Washington's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr to Barkley on the check down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Incomplete into the arms of LaFell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Now the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Osweiler, the screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Osweiler gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see. We're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, echo.
Osweiler's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing now is Osweiler. And he completes it to Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Yeah, ready? 50, play.
Like 50, like 50.
Go, go. Go, Jackson. Ready?
Here's Osweiler. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 30. Five seconds left to go. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.